I have known Dr. Stan Harris for 20 years now, and I will tell you that he is the absolute best motivational and inspirational speaker that I have ever met in my entire life. Yes, he has come to Jamaica. He has spoken in the Jamaica Conference Center, and he's been one of our most amazing speakers. So thank you so much for blessing us in Jamaica, Dr. Stan. When you came through, that was amazing. I don't know if anybody here saw him, but he came through and taught at a youth camp, and it was absolutely amazing. The kids were breaking boards on stage and just getting such great breakthroughs. Dr. Stan is a 10th degree Black belt. Do you know what that means? There are less than 100 people in the whole world, right? In the whole world that hold this title of having a 10th degree Black belt. So don't mess with him. Don't anyone want to take him on? Anybody's like, I think I could take on a 10th degree Black belt. Romario, what do you think? Christopher said, I do. Christopher, I will plan the Band-Aids for you. I will buy the Band-Aids and bring the ice packs. Shanique said, no way. He is a 10th degree Black belt, and he is the #1 breakthrough speaker in the world. I brought him on here today because what you need in your life right now today is to know that greatness is possible for you. You have committed to leveling up, and he is here to show you how you can get that breakthrough to level up. Dr. Stan just finished speaking at an amazing event in Miami with speakers like TD Jakes. I'm trying to think of who some of the other amazing speakers were, but it was one of the biggest events in the US with, there you go, Grant Cardone, Myron Golden, TD Jakes. It was called the Path to Prosperity Mega Conference. And he was a speaker there. So now you know, 10th degree Black belt, David said. Wow, amazing. Now you know who you're dealing with here today. So make sure that you pay attention to his presentation, and let's give him a warm welcome in the comments. Just say, welcome, Dr. Breakthrough in the comments so he can feel a warm welcome from all of us. And he knows who's paying attention or not and can come through that computer. So let's go with the welcomes. Welcome, Dr. Breakthrough. Dr. Stan, I just want to say thank you so much for saying yes and for coming on to change lives. If there's one thing that I know about you is that you're always committed to giving and changing other people's lives. So thanks for being here today.
Well, hey, Alicia, appreciate that. Nadia and I, we send our regards and blessings to you. We love that time that we were in Jamaica. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, by the way, I think I got a snapshot of part of the crowd, just part of the crowd when we were there.
Yes,
and, yes. And so we just
does anybody recognize where that is? You guys recognize where that is? Yes. So great picture from that event, Dr. Stan.
Yes. And so anyway, but again, we just, man, I tell you, just anytime I can get a chance to be on the platform with you or working with your people, one of the things that Nadia and I really appreciate about you is that you really have a heart for people. Like, you know, a lot of people are just marketers, but you market from your heart, literally from your spirit and your soul. And so, by the way, if y'all don't know this, she helped me to get a breakthrough and level up a little more. I'll never forget, man, many, 20-something years ago, I was speaking in Michigan and at an event that she had, and she said, Dr. Breakthrough, what are you going to sell? And I was like, well, I'm going to sell my mentor's package. She's like, no. You need to sell your package. You're speaking. They want to buy your, I was like, but it's my mentor. She's like, yeah, but he's not here. So sell your own package. I said, well, I don't have a package. She said, I'll tell you what, come into my office. Now, folks, this is like a half hour before I'm up to speak. And she sits down and she just diagrams. She asked me a few questions and we worked some things out. And she said, okay, put it on paper. All right, Dr. Stan, go out there and get them.
And you made a lot of money in sales. A lot of people signed up for your program. People loved you. It was fantastic, right? You made some great money that day. And
yes, ma'am. I think it was 9 people that bought a $5,000 offer. And I was only going to have an offer that was $300-something of my mentor, which I got half of that. But instead, we did that. So again, folks, when Alicia is telling you about these stories of her students, Well, guess what, my friend? She actually empowered me. And so I always tell people, Alicia also helped Dr. Breakthrough to get a breakthrough. So you should really appreciate who you have and her whole team here. And again, thank you very much, Alicia. And wow, wow, wow. So it's a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. Now, they call me Dr. Breakthrough. Now, I always have to explain as Dr. Breakthrough. I can't provide the breakthrough. I just prescribe the breakthrough. And a breakthrough, what is it? A breakthrough is exploding through barriers that at one time seemed insurmountable. And by the way, when I prescribe the breakthrough and people follow it, God Almighty provides the breakthrough they desire and deserve. And if you'd like to get those tremendous results that Alicia was talking about, some of her other students have received, and even that she helped me to receive speaking at her own conference, my friend, then I want you to listen for the next few moments. I'm going to give you some things that could change your life for the rest of your life. Now, I have things like you can see this board here, okay? So I've got a board, and on the front it says limiting beliefs, okay? Can everybody see that? Limiting beliefs. Now notice right in the middle of the word beliefs, there's a 3-letter word, and let me just take off my background and make sure everybody can still see that. Good. If you look in the middle of the word beliefs, there's a 3-letter word, and that 3-letter word, my friend, you can see is what? Lie. There's a lie. So whenever there's lies that we believe in, guess what? We live a very, what? Limiting lifestyle. Come on, type it in the chat if you're with me. If you're with me in the chat, come on. So whenever there's lies, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and underline that, because listen, this is what we got to do. If you're going to level up, you got to break through to level up. So we got to break through what? The lie, the lies. So whenever, listen, there's lies you believe in, you're going to live a very limiting lifestyle. Come on. Whenever there's lies you believe in, guess what kind of income you're going to have? Very what? Very, in the chat, talk to me. Very what? Very limiting. Listen, how many of you, instead of being believing in lies and living a limited lifestyle, limited income, limited influence, instead of this, how many of you would like to flip on the other side and have limitless success? Okay, so let's choose. If you got a choice, do you want to live based on limiting beliefs, or would you like to break through, level up so you can have limitless success? Come on, real quick. Who in the chat? Let me know. Who wants limitless success in the chat? Come on, talk to me. Talk. Oh, yes. There they are. Look at them. Yes. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. I think I'm talking to the right crowd. Everybody's in there like, yes. Limitless success. Yes, limitless success. There you go. So guess what? In order to get that, we got to break through the lies. See, there's so many lies that I believed in. I as a 6-year-old boy, I got jumped by a gang of teenagers. Well, first of all, let me back up. At 3 years of age, my dad left, never came home, never called, never sent mom a dime. Then at 6 years of age, I get jumped by a gang of teenagers. I'm out in the middle of the field. They beat me up. Now I'm a teenager. I mean, they're a teenagers. I'm just a 6-year-old boy. So one 6-year-old boy, and here's a group of teenagers, and they beat me up. Matter of fact, one guy hit me in the stomach, bam, knocked the air. Have you ever had the air knocked out of you before? Like, you're trying to breathe, you can't, right? And so they started beating all over me, and one guy picked me up and slammed me on the ground and started stomping all over me, and the rest of them stomping me and kicking all over me, my friend, and punching all over me. And by the time I'm bleeding from everywhere you could bleed, you would think that's enough. I was only 6. I was a 6-year-old boy. It was a gang of teenagers. One teenager could beat up a 6-year-old boy. It didn't take a whole gang. But guess what, my friend? I'm on the ground. I'm bleeding from everywhere we could bleed. They stomped on me. They kicked on me, punched me all over. And then that wasn't enough. They flipped me over, face up. I'm facing up. They took a great big old bucket of tar. They poured the tar on my face. They poured it on my body, took a bunch of feathers, threw them on me, and they left me there literally to die out in the middle of a field. Terrible situation. I'm telling you, my friend, listen carefully. I tried to commit suicide on 2 different occasions. I'm so glad I failed. My life was a mess. Listen, I went through sexual abuse and physical abuse. Matter of fact, one of my mom's boyfriends beat me with a steel choker chain for a dog, fiberglass bow and arrow set. I mean, so abuse from every way. And as a matter of fact, then I thought, man, maybe if I wasn't black, maybe it wouldn't be so bad, and maybe I could have a chance. I'm saying all these lies. See, all these lies. I must not be worth anything, and I'm not this, and I'm not, and I'll never amount to be anything. I'm just a dumb kid, right? Because you think all these bad things are happening, must be something wrong with me. No, there were just bad people, my friend. So, and again, so matter of fact, let me give you a little poem that helped me, because again, I'm thinking, well, maybe if I wasn't black, maybe, no. Listen, this is back in the 60s, a turbulent 60s. And I heard a poem that helped set me free. Fleecy locks and black complexion. Can I forfeit nature's claim? Skin may differ, but affection dwells in black and white the same. Were I so tall as to reach the pole, or to glance at the ocean at a span, I must be measured by my soul. The mind is the standard of the man. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, it's not the color of my skin or the texture of my hair or what neighborhood I grew up. Listen, my friend, it's what you put in here, your head, that affects your heart, that determines what comes to your hand. And if you want more coming to your hand, who wants more coming to your hand? Say, I do. Come on, in the chat, I do. Who wants more coming to your hand? Well, guess what? You got to start putting more in your head that affects your heart. And that's one of the things that Alicia in her program. And by the way, I've got some things I'm going to give you absolutely free at the end if you stay to the end of my presentation. So limiting beliefs. Who's ready to break through the lies? The greatest book ever written says you trust in lying words which cannot profit. Well, I'm just black in a white man's world. That's a lie. Well, I'm just a woman. No. What do you mean just a woman? Come on now. God made man. He practiced up with man. And when he got it good, then he made woman. Come on, somebody. Well, I'm not that old, or I'm too young. All these lies. So guess what? It's time to break through the lies to the limitless success. So watch me now. Watch carefully. I'm about to break this. So when I break this board physically, I want you psychologically to break through. No more lies. Come on, no more lies. So everybody in the chat, type down, it's breakthrough time. Okay, come on. It's breakthrough time. You may have backed down before, but now it's breakthrough time. Listen, it's breakthrough time. So get ready. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Come on now. So I just broke the limits right off our beliefs. And when you break the limits off your beliefs, now you can have limitless success. Come on now. I said, now you can have limitless success. Look, I used to think this was impossible. And it was, as long as I believed it. See, if you think you are beaten, you are. And if you think you dare not, you won't. If you like to win but think you can, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you will lose, you've already lost. For this powerful truth we find, success begins with a person's will. It's all a state of mind. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger woman or man, but sooner or later, those who win are those who first think and then know that they can. And hey, as Dr. Breakthrough, I know you can win. And just like I broke that board that I used to think was impossible, once I got a mentor. In Japanese, my style is called Ishinru Karate. Ishinru Karate. Once I got a sensei, or like a mentor, come on somebody, and then he started teaching me, and then I got, so watch this, you got to have three things. You got to have a mentor, you got to have a mental shift, and then you got to have some methods. And Alicia's going to teach you the methods, and she's here to mentor you. I'm here to guest mentor you, my friend. And guess what? Some of you, just like I used to think this was impossible, now I do it all the time. As a matter of fact, I stack up bricks and break bricks, my friend, and even put things on fire, bricks on fire, and break them. But guess what? All of that used to be used to be what I thought was impossible. And actually, the word impossible is I am. You put a space between it. It says I'm possible. By the way, when I joined the martial arts, I tripped over my own feet. I wasn't good. They made fun of me, called me Mr. Baboon. But guess what? I retired several years ago as a heavyweight champion. You can see some of my trophies back there, my championship belt. You can see some trophies down here. You can see some more over here. I got some over there. I got some in the garage. My wife's like, enough of this is enough, baby. I've given a bunch away. But I'm saying this, my friend, the kid that was picked on and bullied, the kid, my friend, that thought I was no good and never amount to be anything, my friend. Listen, I'm telling you, I became the champion, and out of 7.4 billion people, there's about 200 of us that have made 10th degree black belt status. I'm telling you, my friend, when you're committed, listen, you can use your pain to push you to your prosperity. So you got to break through to level up. A breakthrough, that's like that caterpillar. How many ever seen a caterpillar before? And that caterpillar moves real slow. But you know what? That caterpillars are going to have a breakthrough, but before it has a breakthrough, it feels like it's going to have a breakdown, because first, guess what? It ends up in a cocoon. a dark place. The cocoon, a lonely place. The cocoon, a seemingly impossible to get out of place. And he's wiggling and wiggling, and she's wiggling and wiggling, trying to get out. And that caterpillar is like, will I ever make it out of this? And some of you maybe in your life situation, you're wondering, will I ever make it out of it? Yes, you will with a mentor. Yes, you will with a mental shift. Yes, you will learning some methods, but yes, you can. By the way, a man or woman without a mentor, without a breakthrough mentor, without a breakthrough mentality, and without breakthrough methods, nothing on earth can help them. However, the man or woman or teenager with a breakthrough mentor, breakthrough mindset, and breakthrough methods, nothing on earth can stop them. It's called being unstoppable, my friend. And God made you to be unstoppable. You see, my friend, your very DNA, you are a breakthrough artist from your birth. See, your first breakthrough was when you beat over 40 million sperm cells to the womb. That's right. You beat them all. Out of 40 million, you're the only one that made it, my friend. And your second breakthrough was when you broke through the walls. Your mother's water burst when she was pregnant with you. And you came through the birth canal, my friend. So listen, breaking through is in your very DNA. That's the only way you got to this earth, my friend. And it's like an egg. An egg, my friend. If you crack the egg from the outside, what's on the inside dies. But if that chick on the inside, if it's left and it keeps working and working, and finally it's able to knock its way and break out of that egg, now it lives. So I know you've got it hard. I know things seem rough. I know things might even seem impossible, my friend, but I'm telling you, you've got to have that breakthrough mentality. And the breakthrough mentors and mentorship's going to help you. And you're going to learn these breakthrough methods. And all of a sudden, my friend, one day, like me, you'll find yourself being voted into the Black Belt Hall of Fame. You'll find yourself being voted in the Motivational Speakers Hall of Fame. As a matter of fact, I just had a client that paid me $1,000 per minute to speak. No, y'all didn't hear me. I didn't say $1,000 an hour. I said $1,000 per minute. I'm the guy when I first started speaking, I didn't like myself. I'm the guy when I first started speaking, I was like, matter of fact, I didn't like my speaking and nobody else did. All right. But guess what? But here it is. And I want you to write this thought down. If you just get this one thought, this will help you to break through and level up. Just one thought, and I'm done. Just one thought, and that is this. You got to be committed to the process. Okay, come on, somebody. You gotta get ready to write this down. You got to be committed to the process of being bad or feeling bad for as long as it takes to get good. Okay, let me say it again. You got to be committed. Keyword number one is committed. Are you committed? See, once I make up my mind to do something, God will orchestrate circumstances to align themselves in my favor. When I say I can't, my mind stops trying. But when I ask, how can I? My mind keeps searching till it finds a way. There's a way, and I will find it. And if not, by the grace of God, I will invent it. Haven't you heard necessity is the mother of invention, right? I'm saying, listen, my friend, listen. I'm telling you, I don't care where you are. I don't care how down you are right now. I don't care, my friend. Here's what I want you to know. You can break through every situation. You can break through every heartache. You can break through all the hard times. You can break through to the success, but you got to be, number one, committed to the process. Okay, remember our statement. Number one, keyword number one, committed. You got to be committed. Number two, to the process. Keyword number one is committed. So remember, you got to be committed to the process of being bad or feeling bad for as long as it takes to get good. Let me say it again. You got to be committed to the process of being bad or feeling bad for as long as it takes to get good. So again, keyword number one, committed. Are you committed? Nothing can resist the human will, which will stake even its existence on the extent of its purpose. See, the greatest book ever written says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So many people say, I want to do this. And as soon as it gets hard, they're like, oh, nope. No. You got to be what I call focused. focus, F-O-C-U-S, focus. Here's my acronym, focus, F-O-C-U-S, firmly on course until successful. Come on, somebody. Who's ready to be focused? Come on. Who's ready to be focused? Firmly on course until successful. Watch this. Here's the second acronym, focus. Fixated on creating ultimate success. Ooh, do you like that one? Fixated on creating ultimate success. So 2 acronyms. Number 1, firmly on course until successful. Not firmly on course until stressful. No, firmly on course until successful. Number 2, fixated on creating ultimate success. So let's go back to our statement again. Again, you got to be committed to the process of being bad or feeling bad for as long as it takes to get good. Keyword number 1, committed. Are you committed? And if you're not, it's time to get committed. Come on now. Number 2, you got to be committed to the process. The next thing, it's a process. See, success is a journey. It's not a destination. It's a process. And sometimes the process takes a little longer because, again, that caterpillar that's wiggling and trying to get out of that cocoon, and the caterpillar's trying to get out. And guess what? After he struggles and struggles and struggles, and after a while, the blood starts to go to its extremities and starts forming wings. And all of a sudden, my friend, all of a sudden, this seemingly impossible cocoon to get out of, all of a sudden a little hole, he's able to push a little hole, she's able to push a little hole, and after a while, bam, out comes not a caterpillar anymore, not a slow moving on the ground crawling caterpillar. No, now it's a beautiful butterfly with wings, and it can fly, my friend, and never has to come back down unless it wants to. Hey, listen, I come to tell you something. Your time as a caterpillar has expired. Your wings are now ready. And Alicia is going to help you to fly. I'm going to give you some free things in just a few moments that's going to help you to fly. Who's ready to fly? Who says, you know what? Who says my time as a caterpillar is expired? I'm ready to fly. Come on, somebody, ready to fly. Some of you, are you ready to fly financially? Huh? Are you ready? You just want to stay a little cocoon, barely getting by? Are you ready to be a free fluttering butterfly, my friend? But wait a minute, to get from a caterpillar to the butterfly, there's that cocooning time, and that's the process. So again, you got to be committed to the process of being bad or feeling bad. Keyword number 1, committed. Keyword number 2, process. Keyword number 3 is being bad or feeling bad. See, we all like feeling good. See, we want to stay inside our comfort zone, but no, your breakthrough is just outside your comfort zone. Ooh, let me say it again. Your breakthrough is on the other side of your comfort zone. See, I used to have a comfort zone where I knew I could not fail. The same full walls and busy work were really more like jail. I longed so much to do the things I'd never done before, but stayed inside my comfort zone and paced the same old floor. I said it didn't matter that I wasn't doing much. I said I didn't care for things like diamonds, cars, or such. I claimed to be so busy with the things inside my zone, but deep inside I longed for some sweet victory of my own. I couldn't let my life go by just watching others win. I held my breath and took a step and let the change begin. I took a step, and with new strength I'd never felt before, I kissed my comfort zone goodbye and closed and locked the door. If you are in a comfort zone afraid to venture out, remember that all winners were at one time filled with doubt. A step or two and words of praise can make your dreams come true. So greet your future with a smile. Success is there for you. And your breakthrough to level up is on the other side of your comfort zone. Who's ready to come outside the comfort zone to get their breakthrough? Who's ready to come outside the comfort zone and say, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready? See, again, you got to be what? Committed. Keyword number 1, committed. Number 2, to the process. Number 3, to being bad or feeling bad. And then number 4, as long as it takes to get good. That's it. If you can be committed to the process of being bad or feeling bad for as long as it takes to get good, you can get good at anything. I said you can get good at anything. You can get good at anything. And as a matter of fact, my friend, listen, it's time to get fired up, y'all. Fired up, fired up, fired up. Matter of fact, let me show you a picture here. Bricks on fire. Here's just a picture here. And you can see the stack of bricks over there, and then me breaking those things. And sometimes what you're most afraid of doing is the very thing that will set you free. And I'm telling you, my friend, I'm telling you, you got to get committed to the process of being bad or feeling bad for as long as it takes to get good. When I started in the martial arts, I was terrible. When I started speaking, I was terrible. But guess what? I was committed to the process. Listen, and now, my friend, I'm a grandmaster. Now, my friend, like I said, I get to travel and speak, and then I incorporate martial arts demonstrations when I speak. And I'm telling you something, my friend, people go crazy. And then I bring people from the audience and teach them, people that have never broken a board, and teach them in just a few moments how to do it. Why? Because, my friend, I don't want people looking at me thinking I'm somebody special. No, listen, anybody that's committed to the process of being bad or feeling bad for as long as until they get good, you can get good at anything. I said, you can get good at anything. Question, who's willing to be committed to the process of being bad or feeling bad for as long as it takes to get good? Come on, who's ready? Who's committed? Who's ready? I am. There you go. Come on, come on, come on. All of you, was it 600 of you on here? Who else is committed? Who's committed? Who's committed? Who's committed? See, when I started in martial arts, there was hundreds of people that started with me. There was only 8 of us that made it to black belt. Hello, somebody. Hello. And there's only 1 of us that made it to 10th degree. There you go. There you go. I believe in you. Yes, yes, yes. And so listen, my friend, I wish I had more time. Y'all gonna have to talk Alicia to bring me back another time. By the way, my beautiful wife, I call her my ABCD, my wife, Nadia, my ABCD. Matter of fact, we just had a couples massage right before I did this training. But my ABCD, I call her my adorable brown caramel delight. Listen, my wife, I tell people she's eye candy, brain food, and spiritual refreshment in one package. But I'm telling you, she's not just beautiful on the outside, she's even more beautiful on the inside. So I want you to write down this website. See it at the bottom, theinternetmentor.com. So www.theinternetmentor.com. And I'm gonna give you 2 things are free. First, you're gonna get my daily attitude adjuster, and you're gonna get a free webinar. But let's start first on the daily attitude adjuster. This is something I say to myself every day. By the way, I have people all over the world that do this and say this, and it helps to set your mind right. See, I know I talk kind of fast, but let me see if you can get this down. It's your attitude, not your aptitude, that determines your altitude. In other words, it's your attitude, not your aptitude, not how smart you are, aptitude. So it's your attitude, not your aptitude, that determines your altitude, how high you go. So with the right attitude, and you got to have a breakthrough attitude, my friend. So again, theinternetmentor.com, you set up a free account, get the free daily breakthrough attitude adjuster. Give you a little bit of it, goes like this. Wow, what a great day to be alive. I feel dynamite. I like me. I accept me. I love me. I'm going to have a super fantastic day today because I'm too blessed to be depressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too glad to be sad. I'm too anointed to be disappointed. I'm too elated to be agitated. I'm too legit to quit. I'm too grounded to be confounded, too grateful to be hateful, too gifted to be restricted, and too good to be withstood. Circumstances are aligning themselves in my favor. I'm healthy, physically fit, and intellectually equipped. I have wisdom far beyond my years. I'm an extraordinary person with incredible abilities that I would use to add value to people's lives. Knowing as I help others reach their dreams, I'll automatically reach my own. I anticipate meeting the person, a group of people today who are willing to help me to reach my dreams, to use their health, wealth, and influence to help me achieve my dreams. All day long, people will go out of their way to bless me. Today, I will add great value to someone's life. I will show compassion to those in need. I will give strength to the weak and inspiration to the weary. Someone needs what I have to offer, and I gladly make myself available. I embrace abundance, and it embraces me. I'm abundant in every good way. I am an abundance magnet. I like money, and it likes me. It is attracted to me, and it comes abundantly from many sources. I use money wisely because it's a tool to help those in need. It's also a way of helping those who have need. Listen, I may have been broke, busted, and disgusted, but now I declare I'm rich, growing, and overflowing. Business is booming. Checks are zooming. I'm happy on purpose.